Hey guys, this is Angela Brooks from angelabrook.com, and I wanted to give you a few of my Facebook tips that I think will help you if you're open. I know the light is sort of glaring on my glasses, but I got to read. I have my notes over here, so I have to have my glasses on. A lot of people think that you just start on Facebook and all of a sudden people start buying your stuff when you have to build a community. You've got to build an audience and you've got to build that trust factor. So here's some of the things that I do. I'm just going to read them straight from my notes. Came out of my journal, so maybe it'll help you. Show people who you are. You know, I'm aware that not everybody wants to know that you're having coffee in the afternoon on the back porch, or that you're sitting at the ball field with your son as he pitches, or that you're traveling down the road. And some people don't care, but there's a whole lot of people that do. And they like watching other people's life and how they live. And if they're in a business, they really like to see how they live and run a business. So if that's something that you're not sharing, maybe you need to start, because that gets a lot of engagement. It gets people's attention because they can see that you have interests that are similar to each other. Humans react to life. It's not full of roses, sunshines, and unicorns, but, so they like to see that you're relatable. So, people will scroll past all of the product post and the business post, but when they find one that is something they can relate to, people that they are more like, they're going to start following you more. Another one, number 2, is keep positive. There is enough junk out in today's news world that we don't really need to add it on Facebook. I think people are inundated with that. Be the positive. And if you have something negative, say, don't let it be every day. And you want to say your piece, don't wallow in it. Don't hang your dirty laundry out on Facebook, as they say. We all have issues. We've all got stuff going on in our life, but drama is not what I want to attract people to me for. Because if you have drama people that are, Googling or looking for the drama feeds, that's what you're going to bring in your business. And that's not what I want. And I'm more than sure that you don't either. So just keep it to the most positive. If you got something negative, say it, get it done. This isn't coincidence that it's Facebook. It is, people want to see into your life, but they don't want to do therapy for you. Let's see. Number 3, offer value and ask for nothing in return. I know this freaks people out, especially those that are in business that are actually trying to make money. They're like, how am I going to make money if all I do is just talk to people and be nice to them? And don't pitch your company all the time. Do the opposite, actually. And I have more people engage with me out of just general conversation. And somewhere in that conversation, it'll come up. What is it you do? That is just a normal, natural, everyday conversation, as people want to know who you are, what you do, where you're from. Well, there's my alarm going off. But don't pitch your company all the time. Let people get to know you as a person, because when they like hanging out with you and they want to learn what it is you do, what you're about, and then they're going to start watching your feed. And if you're traveling and you're not posting pictures of your travels, especially if you're if you're going to events where you're doing business training, if you're going to your company retreats, if you're going to anything that has to do with your business, if you're not posting pictures, I mean a lot of pictures, you are missing a lot of engagement. And I see tons of people who travel. They'll post a picture at the airport, or maybe they'll say one at the hotel, but they don't post none during the event. And people want to know why you're traveling, what it is that you're doing. Show them. It is easy, cheap. Driving leads to you by just being you. Teach people something. When you're at an event, you've got notes, hopefully. I see a lot of people that go to events and never take a note. That drives me insane. I don't know how you do it, because you don't remember more than 10% of what you what you hear at these big events, because people's talking so much content that you can't absorb it all. Your brain gets tired, it gets squishy, and you forget. So this is my notebook, and I just bought another one because this one's almost full. Nice leather bound. They're small, so I can keep it in my purse. I write stuff in here all the time, and it's kind of / business notes, journal stuff, and I can always go back at that date. I even have from my diamond seat when I was with Ray sometime last year. I don't know which one it was. It's back in December. But anyway, teach people something. Teach them what you're learning at the event. Share some of your notes, 2 or 3 tips during your event, what you're learning, and let them get curious. You know, don't overjudge people, because when people are judged and go, oh, they don't have enough money, you don't know what's in people's bank account. You don't know what's in their brain account as to what they're willing to do, how much work they're willing to put into learning. Maybe they're in a low situation right now and they might have to sell some stuff to get the money to get started with you. But there's some people that are hungry, and hungry. I will take a hungry person that don't have the money right now as I will for somebody who can flip the money out there, because the hunger is not there. And let me tell you, that makes a big difference in who you work with. Let's see. Don't have network marketing skills? Watch some of my videos. The vault is full of them. If you haven't watched any of those, take the time to go to the vault and look. I can't give you training if you're not going to go watch it. I can only give you what you're willing to go after, but it's there. There's a ton of content. My tech guy, we're getting ready to do a project that's going to launch in September-ish somewhere. Depends on how well it goes, how fast we get things set up. And he was blown away by how much content was in that vault. And right now it is free to my team. Of course, we're going to be pulling some of that stuff out and putting it into a paid version. So you might want to jump in there. Let's see, what else is my notes? Oh, and when you're sharing notes, give the person that gave you the information credit. Doesn't matter what event you're at. If so-and-so said it, you wrote it down, give them credit that that's where you learned it, that I'm at such and such event and I'm listening to such and such speaker, and this is what they said. If you'll notice, if you follow me at all when I travel, then you'll see I have Hootsuite set up so that I'm trickling it out. I'm not just flooding the Facebook with my post, because you get so many good quotes when you're listening to speakers that I use Hootsuite. You can check it out, hootsuite.com. And I schedule post all during the event. And sometimes it goes 2 or 3, 4 days past the event. I can do months worth with just those notes. But be sharing what people are saying, but also give them credit. Not only does it give them credit and makes you look like a good person to get information from, it also connects you to that leader's list of followers. When they see that name, they're going, oh yeah, he's really cool, or she's really cool. So make sure you give people credit. But anyway, if you're not at events and you're going to start doing maybe Facebook Lives, if you're going to post something, teach me something. If you're a yoga teacher, teach me a downward dog. If you're a dog trainer, teach me how you teach a dog to sit. Anything. I don't care. It doesn't always have to be about your product, and that's where people get hung up, and that's where they stop seeing results, is because they get so focused around their product. You can take your product and teach me how to use it in my life, in a daily life, but just teach me something. Market consistently. It is the middle of July, and I had a lady tell me the other day that she's taken 3 or 4 weeks off. My brain doesn't get that, because there's no store, there's no chain, there's no place that is successful that takes 3 or 4 weeks off and just closes the door and goes away. Social media is fast. Business online is fast, and people forget you fast. So if you personally, this little thing right here is with me everywhere I go. It's It's not heavy. It's not hard to carry. I'm checking in when I'm out. If I'm at the grocery store, I may be standing in line and I'll check my Facebook, or I'll check my email, or I'll check my Instagram, something. But I never check out of my business. You got to market consistently. And I know that there's days that you're like, oh my God, I cannot do another day of business. I need a day off. Then you should have posts that are scheduled with Hootsuite so that you may be off, but your feed is still working. Hootsuite is a very nice tool, and I've got a video about that in the vault that teaches you how to use Hootsuite, why you need to use Hootsuite, because it's content marketing. Facebook doesn't care. It makes no difference to Facebook one way or the other if you take 3 weeks off. Their algorithm will shut you down. If they see that you're flaky and that you come and go and that maybe you're not here, I don't know, 4 or 5 days when you make a post and nobody sees it, it's because Facebook's algorithms, they watch your routine. They know more about your routine than you do. That's my dog barking. Somebody's coming home. But you got to stay in people's face and be consistent with the message. People need to know that they can rely on you for something, whether it's teaching them yoga, whether it's teaching a dog trick, or about your particular product. They need to know that you're bringing that to the table. Same goes with Facebook Messenger. Some of you take days off and weeks off, and you won't respond to people. If people don't get a response and they think you don't care, people aren't that busy. I mean, there's some people that get loads and loads of messages, and then you can see if somebody's read the message or not, and then they don't respond. Well, that's kind of aggravating when somebody's trying to get connected with you. Either do a short message, hey, I'll get back with you, just something. But a comment is better than no comment at all. And another thing that you can do, where did I just lost my spot, my notes? Hold on. We had a conversation about this just yesterday with a lady. She was asking that she had a long list of people that were in her friend's request that she had not connected with. And I asked her why, and she said, because I don't know them. We're not going to know all of our customers. We're not going to know all of our clients. So you need to be engaging with 5 to 10 people every single day, meaning that you don't just like their post, you go over and you actually leave a comment. Anybody who comes to my page and asks to be a friend, I send them a message. I usually go ahead and approve their friend request. If they don't respond to me, I go back and I unfriend them. If you're not going to talk to me in the beginning when you just first meet me, you're not going to talk to me later either. So my goal is to fill up my personal page with 5,000 friends. That's our limit. And then, of course, you'd have to start moving it over to your business page. But my personal page is very responsive. So that's where I'm going to start. And I'm going to do at least 5 to 10, if not more, contacts a day. And if somebody does a friend request, I get lots of friend requests. So I may do them like every other day. And I add people. If they don't talk back to me, I unfriend them and go on. And another way you need to be deleting people every day, because, add people and delete people. Be ruthless about that, because that's how you're going to find fresh people to talk to. Your Facebook is your business lead generator. It's easy to get there. It's easy to get to a 5,000 mark really fast. And it keeps your page fresh and the algorithms high, which is it's really swift how Facebook will pick up whether you're a quiet page or whether you're a content-rich page, and they'll send more eyeballs to your page. We had, what was it? I don't know. I had a picture of a puppy on my page, and it's got like 50 likes, and it has nothing to do with business or with me. It was just a cute puppy picture of him pedaling on a bike. You can start with birthdays, and you can go to your birthday list and you can wish all those people happy birthday. That's a contact. Then you can go to the search bar and you can type in and just random names, and it's going to pull up a whole list of Angela's or Tom's or Terry's or whoever, and you can start reaching out to those people and just see if they have, read their page, see if there's anything that you can connect with. Send them a message, say, hey, I saw your pictures on your profile and I liked blah, blah, blah. You got to get in contact with people. If you're going to work online, then you've got to talk to people you don't know. In business, we talk to people every day that we don't know. So if people aren't going to talk to you, they're not going to interact on your page, there's no purpose for them to be on your page. I don't care if they're family, friends, or who they are. They got to go. Get them out of here. So if that doesn't help you, then I don't know where else to find more people than the billion that's on Facebook. There's tons of people for us to talk to. Now you got to get busy. Hope this helped. This is Angela Brooks from AngelaBrook.com, and I will see you in the group.